Alright, that seems to be about the right loudness of talking. Yellow, green on the... Alright, good enough. Got a sleepy boy in the background. Alright, today I'm going to dance for sure. I found an awesome song. I haven't listened to it yet because it started out so cool. Whenever I hear a cool song that's danceable sounding, I always just listen to the very beginning and then I just know. So I know this is the one. So I'm going to dance to it. But first, I was going to click through some tabs I left open. I closed the porn because that's not allowed on YouTube, but we got like this awesome monitor on Newegg. It's pretty sensual, 27 inches, which is pretty big. Like, I currently have a 27-inch hospital monitor. I don't have it plugged into this computer, my good computer, because it doesn't play nice with Windows 10. Like, I got it in with Windows 10 to run some sort of ancient equivalent to FreeSync that, like, old technology runs, and it goes through high-speed USB, old printer USB type cable, and so that worked for a while, and now it's acting whiny and having problems, so I'm gonna have to try Windows 7 with it now. Because it's really nice when it's synced like that. We were watching some awesome 2K content on that 2K screen that has, the 10-bit color. So this one has all of that, but more, because it's, I guess, newer, of course. That was an ancient screen. I'll probably still be using it until I get something like this. See, this one's like 370. I guess it doesn't matter for anybody else because they're rich faggots. But for me, I'm like, But anyways, what's cool about it is 180 refreshes per second. So like, I want to, have my filming camera do 200 at 2K ideally, but I'm not going to get one that powerful probably anytime soon, not this year probably, so maybe, who knows. But the point is, I'll probably just be stuck at like doing 200 frames per second slow motion stuff and all that at like 720p or 1080 if it even happens this year. Otherwise, we'll be doing slow motion at 120 or 100 or whatever. But so like, this is 180 hertz, which is pretty fast. It's definitely fast enough, 200 would be extra cute though, for future proofing. It says 95% of, visible color space. And I'm like, so apparently there's some new screens that came out, they're TVs and a few of them are maybe monitors, but of course they gotta make them way too expensive because they're baloney faces. I swear everybody is importing everything and then marking it up 10 times. That's what I think. But anyways, like this here, 95% like I was saying, and other stuff is at like 100% now. Some of it's using different liquid organic crystals, usually is what's required to keep expanding the color space. Like, for example, they have new TVs that I just saw yesterday that are a mixture of laser technology on a micro level with like hemp crystals, and so that's pretty cool, and it like prevents jaggies in video games and movies and stuff, and so it creates a really great upscale effect. Because like, I have a screen, it doesn't work good with Windows 10 because it's like a computer monitor, but only through an old connection, through HDMI it refuses to look good, which is really annoying because it's Honeywell, and it like uses honey crystals to create depth. So it's kind of like weed crystals, but not as advanced, because the weed crystals look way better. But like, you know, it's supposedly cutting edge, but it's not. So those will drop into price, and then hopefully stuff like this can actually be reduced down to where it should be. You know, like 30 to 50 bucks new when it comes out. Like, there needs to be tiers of technology coming out new that it's just expected that it just isn't worth anything. It's all just put out the factory and shipped out with only like however few workers there. You don't have to pay anyone. There's nothing going on. Quad HD. I'm pretty sure this one, I guess I've been looking at this one forever. There's some other ones that are comparable here, like here's another 27-inch one, 180 hertz, blah blah blah. It all matches up, except that it has 3 millisecond response time. Then it says 1 milliseconds OD. I'm not sure what that stands for actually, but whatever. The other one says 1 millisecond, so it makes me think that maybe it's 3 milliseconds / 1 millisecond, and they're only showing the 1 millisecond part aspect of it. But who knows? I mean, it looks kind of sexy. It has, you know, the bezel edges or nothing. On this, they're a little more, maybe. This one's kind of sexier, you know. Over here we got another Viotech one, 32 inches. See, this one's only 240, and so you get 32 inches, you get 2K, all the 10-bit goodies and stuff. But then the response time, right, is 6.5 milliseconds, and you only get 75 refreshes. So, you know, it's cheaper, it's bigger, so if you're looking to be editing or gaming at that level, then good for you, that's fine too. 60 to 75 hertz is perfectly acceptable, but I'm just waiting for software to stabilize, because it's all been messed with and hacked around for years. Get some real good software resets going with new, hopefully, operating systems or something in the near future, so that we can get back to sanity when it comes to like video gaming and editing for any movies or something. Because how it is currently, everything's just bogged down with Microsoft Windows when it comes to those types of things, unless you have very specific hardware architecture age versus the game you're playing. Like, it all has to line up in stupid complicated ways. I'm not going to get into all that, but it's just like Windows 10, it promised that it would just have behind the closed doors, behind the seams, like auto drivers, you know, software that just detects anything you're plugging in, does all this magic, and somehow the magic faded over a few years. Like, it started out not abysmal, but just kind of like, oh, this is pretty silly, but whatever, it's kind of working. And then it just never got much better, and then just turned abysmal and stayed that way. And you kept having to be forced to update with service packs that just completely changed the operating system, turning it into like something completely different than the original Windows 10. Like, it happened multiple times, and on my laptop, it's like a different operating system than on here. It's weird. Everything's different, and arranged different, and errors different, whatever. Anyways, and I've heard that with laptops they have a different version that they install kind of anyways, so when it's installing, so that's probably what it is partially. But boy, there's some weird stuff. I don't know. I already talked about, boy, why am I talking about Microsoft so much? I don't know, but like this one, it's like 240, and then you go up to 300, and you go up to 370. So I'm like, what's this one off that this one ain't got? I don't know. It's got a display port. The other one has 2 display ports. I don't think that really matters. It seems pretty similar. I don't know what. Except that this one's just generally sexier, I guess. So it's like, geez, like I guess you got 3 price points here, don't you? You got this one, which most people would say is what they want anyways, because like 32 inches is so huge. It kind of is, unless you're like, see how I'm back from my monitor. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I'm barely in view, and then you can see my monitor edge. That distance, like longer than my arm. That's like how big it is. It's pretty big. And like this monitor here I'm using, what is it, 24? What does it say? Oh, it says on there is technology. That's what it says on the front there. That's weird. Whatever. I'll move on past this technology stuff. I promise I'll dance and whatever. I just like to blab about boring stuff. But it's not boring, because everybody needs to have a computer if they're gonna actually be creative, or like run a small business, or like, I don't know, be a real boy, play video games, blah blah blah, edit videos. I know all that stuff is hard to do, but I think probably most people should try to do some part of it. And see, like, all of these are like 95% of the color space. And like, look at that. If you see here, let's just, no, not save. Don't do that. No. Open image, a new tab. Alright. Look at that. I mean, so you're smacking through the pink spectrum. You're kind of missing the blazing fire hell spectrum quite a bit, just to get in the caramel zone mostly. You're just barely hitting a point in the whole blue spectrum. Ouch, you know, that juicy, you know, sea green color, again, just barely diving into it. And poor super green, you know, out here, all this hyper green, you know, like toxic super green that makes the Ninja Turtles mutate, you know. It's just concentrated chlorophyll, you know. They concentrated out of cow urine. No, I'm just kidding. Don't quote me on that. Anyways, so yeah, you're really missing all the greens. Look, the green has to push in here to the center point on this type of spectrum color wheel they're showing here. And really what this shows, because this has shifted over the years I've seen, it's just kind of showing the energy spectrum of the sun and how it pulls electronics along. And so electronics got to be somewhat adaptable or they'll break. And so like the sun, it puts out different radiation, different colors in different ways. I observe it with my naked eyes, and it makes them hurt real bad, but it's also good for you. If you're like, what I do is I do like yoga in the sun. I like show, maybe I'll do a live stream sometimes, and then like the sunlight enters through your cortexes and you feel it breeze in there in the frontal lobe, and then you do all your poppy moves and line everything up. It's pretty sensual. Alright, look at this parrot. Like, you got 1931. Come on, I want 2031 color space. Yeah, look at that. It does, like everyone shows it off. Everything does blue and yellow real good, as you see here. Look, blue, like hot blue piercing in here, different angles, and then of course a bunch of like caramel and gold. Yeah, so woohoo, it sure does that. Guess it does some ultra pink too, but not that vivid. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's these other TVs that it's like brown, like just getting everything. And like inventing more, you know, space out in here even. Because this is just showing a graph of energy. See, you have to understand this is a graph going two directions. So energy is pulled at different frequencies to create different vividnesses of colors. So then you have to ask yourself, what is the screen made out of actually? What crystals? Like, I don't even know if this is organic crystals or not. Organic crystals usually are, some of them are actually living. Those are even better when they're directly living, but, you know, they're all supposed to get better with time, you know, if you use them wisely. If they're not living, if they're not organic even, then they're just going to deteriorate, even if it's really slowly. What's so epic about it is when you have organic crystal displays, when you pump in like raw footage of what you've recorded around, and like you have it going on to like a camera where it goes into, there's different types like silver technology, whatever it's going into, they can really capture it raw and hold that original data. Then you can, you know, spew that forth into displaying on your computer, and then it rushes through, you know, your computer and your monitor, which you have loop synced hopefully in some way. That's just, you got to. And like this monitor does it automatically, ironically. It's the only one I have that does. I bought it for $75 discounted at Walmart in 2015, 2014 Christmas. Anyways, the one I'm actually, not the one on screen, the one I'm looking at using right now. Okay. Wow, I've talked a lot. Wow. Alright, so then I was like, man, it comes to fleshlight stuff. There's only a few things on Amazon. Like, it comes and goes. It's so stupid. Like, sometimes there's nothing sexual, then a few things pop through, but only the most commonly bought things. And I'm like, what? So what, you don't have any competition? But worst of all, let me just adjust this. Watch out for your ears. Oh, pretty smooth. Just wanted to get in closer to the action here. Worst of all, there's no like quality control because of all the madness. Like, this is probably too small for my dick, because like this one here, it like broke. And the reason why it broke ultimately is because even when I first used it, like there's like these points in here in the center here, because there's like a hard external plastic shell that like stick into much more than other parts. It should be smooth, but there's like stress points in there. It's really stupid. Like, it's made to break. So then like I was only going like 6 out of 10 on this thing, you know, and then like it was like creaking, and then I like heard a cracking noise, and then I was like, oh, it doesn't seem to be too cracked, because it like made cracking noises before, maybe not quite as severe, but maybe it's been like cracking all over in there. It feels like it, or sounds like it, and then it just started tearing the blubber rubber. This is pretty good quality stuff. It's like what they put in the new breast implants, you know? It's like, you know, a mixture of polymers. It's actually pretty cool. You can use like pumpkin polymer, citrus polymer, different things that auto clean and naturalize into the body. So, you know, this one I believe is citrus polymer. A lot of these new ones, they're stickier and jigglier, and they're mixing in different new polymers. So when you look in reviews and it talks about it's melting on me, I'm like, you have to put it in pretty hot water for it to melt. It doesn't melt. I think it's extra squishy and delicious, but whatever. And so this one, I was reading some reviews and it was just saying if your dick's thick, it's not gonna work. So like most of these, so tragic, I know. Here's the one I got. Busted. Let's see here. I was looking on eBay. Took a cursory glance. Let us take. No, I want Fleshlight for Men 37. It's as expensive as anything else. Come on now. 22, too small. Whatever. A clear one? That's kind of cool. A clear cock ring. Oh, and then there are those? Okay. Where's the clear? Oh. So there was a clear one, okay. What, one size fits all? I don't know how that works. You'd think it'd be too small on some people, too big on others. I don't know how stretchy it would have to be, jeez. I guess pretty stretchy. Probably works. Don't try and say you're too big. Well, I was too big for this, but then again, they didn't say it was extra large. They just said it was a product that people with, you know, somewhat large dicks could get away with using, you know. It's not medium large, you know. So, whatever. Okay, so something like this does probably work. It's kind of cool, clear, I like that. That was like perfect masturbator. And I'm like, so it's just like, you know, a chunk of stuff. It says clear here in the title, clear. But then it shows a picture of it being like, you know, white, not clear at all. And it even shows it in the container as white. So I'm thinking maybe they for some reason only have pictures of this one and it is the clear version. I hope, because that would be cool. I mean, I guess I'd get it anyways, just because it's open-ended, easy to clean. It's just logical. Why has it got to be fancy? It's still like ridiculously $20 for just this. But first I got to examine what the reviews say. Oh, there aren't any. It's just popped out of nowhere. And things always do that. Anyways. So yeah, I think this is ultimately what I have to get. I think it's extra thick and incredibly soft for the perfect squeeze. So it's like you can just really use your hands to wring you enormous erection, you know? Like you're sponge and you're like car washing the woman's titties, you know? Or something, I don't know. Something that's hot. Alright. So yeah, this got all rippied and sippied. And it was kind of expensive, so hopefully this one's probably better, even though it's... Well, if it's clearer, it'll be really cool, so... Add that to cart. Oh yeah. Alright. I was like, check this out, this is so cool. You got your stack of cock rings. Sized, you know, everything like it's the gym. Like, imagine it's like the sex gym, you know? You got your road cone with your different sizes. You know your big birthday when you get up to past 15, you know? I don't know. I don't know what the size is. I was like, is that okay? Let's make the joke. Come on. They still exist. This one's Asian. This one's African. No, that's stupid. Okay. Anyways. I should probably kill that stereotype and reverse it. What if there was someone who was a madman? What if God was like this? He would go around and anything people are stereotyping, he like finds ways to reverse it. He like reverse engineers society, right? Like it's like his LSD pipe dream, bro. I'm like, there's smokable types of LSD. Don't let people tell you that rubbish. Okay, folks? Anyways, I'm getting off track. The point is, as I was saying, God... That's off track too. Zipping back, no. Who cares? This, obviously, one of these would work for me, so... I doubt it'd be 19. I'm not gonna say that. Who knows? Somewhere in the high range there, who knows? Haha, big dick energy. I guess I went through all this stuff. I think I'm gonna buy this when I got more monies later. It's funny because these could actually be useful for something else if you really needed different sizes for something, but you know, I guess you only want a few that are the right size for what you're doing, so yeah, I guess the other ones could be used for other things. Yeah. Because I don't know what size, like, they do it by diameter, and I'm like, how do you measure dick diameter? That's not possible. You have to like 3.14 reverse engineer with a math problem? Oh no, dog. Yeah, anyways. So how would you do that? Let's see, 6. Okay, diameter, 6-inch diameter. What is that? Yeah, that's across, yeah. Okay, so we need to convert is wrap it around, which is pi. So what we need to do is take, okay, I got this. We take what it says here. What does it say? Come on, show me the sizes. .1 inch to 1.9 inch diagonal, so 1.9 inch pi. Let's do that. Well, let's just do 2 so it's simple. Into square. Yeah, I know that, but where is it? I wanted it done for me? What the crap? Okay, I gotta... Okay, apparently Google doesn't handle that. Two inches. So yeah, 6.3 inches thick around. So yeah, that's plenty big. Even if I'm all swollen up, that's about as big as I'd ever get currently. So okay, yes, there. Now all of you, I'm just doing this while you can do your own math dick comparisons here. I might have to use the biggest one sometimes. Let's see here. One concurrent viewer, 2 playbacks, whatever, yeah. I am cuter than you, even while in hobo mode. There. Now I've insulted you. Okay. So here's the song I'm going to sing to. It's like apparently the Ministry of Sound, which I maybe came across before. They didn't really have anything that I was interested in. This little bad boy, which is apparently their new thing that debuted, it sounds pretty hot from when I heard like what, 10, 15 seconds? All right. Let's see what's going on here. Nothing too weird. All right, guys, you gotta check out my super sensual mustache. All right, so like you see, it used to be, it was always kind of Spanish angled, but it was kind of pinched as my face wasn't growing right. And my face started growing right, you know, as hormones flow in the 20s. So I'm like 30 now, about to turn 31, and it's like, you can see it, right? Yeah. Finally, when I was like turning 30, the mustache got smoothed out because I got rid of a bunch of toxins enough finally from the world environment and the air and everything. And it went back to more, you know, smooth and not as wiry. Still has wires mixed in there, and it's all somewhat still has that like iron metal certain races get that I get. And it's still really irony in here. And so this is reduced though. It's getting smoother. So I think it'll turn back into the, you know, the blonde curly stuff. That'll be nice. I don't think it'll go away entirely. I don't have enough like Pacific native genetics for that, but anyways, I also need to shave the side of my head here. Take care of my hair. Alright. Yeah, I guess we're done with... Oh, there's this, yeah. Like, this is a pretty good stretch dance routine she's got going on here in her stuff. It's pretty sensual, you know? I'm sure she does the prawns. Like, jump around. Just all the classic musics. Looks like she's doing like a fitness boxing type stuff a lot of the time, rhythm games. Just maybe we're like the TV and she's just doing a rhythm game and we can't see. All right. What's this? Oh, it's the Dua Lipa dance party workout. Okay. Pocket full of honey and I'm ready. she's got, you know, all the moves for like different, I gotta say it's sexual angles of doing different positions. Which is somewhat good for dancing, but ultimately, you know, it's just practice routines, and then just pretty hot though. Anyways, what is this? This is Mad Fit. I guess I should mention their channel. She mentions all the songs and stuff, of course. Alright. There's a taste of my tabs. I had to close all the porn. Still kind of laggy. Jeez. You know, there was once a time that there was enough updates, or before the updates, there used to be fewer updates to browsers, and it just worked, even though computers were supposedly not quite as powerful. Everything's powerful enough forever now, but since forever, since like the 60s, but then it just bogged down with radiation and viruses and poor structuring of the motherboards, etc., all the boring technical stuff. Why am I talking about this again? I'm sorry. It's just, I'm getting memories back after getting my head pushed around a lot, from soccer balls all the way through to, you know, car accidents and everything else in between. So I like, this is interesting. Let's see here. I showed on here. My forehead, it was used to slope more right here. Like, it didn't have a hummock, and it wasn't that good. It was sloping too much slightly, and it was slowly adjusting. But then my brother like grabbed my head, it's like around like this sort of, while I was relaxing for like an hour, and it like slowly adjusted and like popped. And made it rounded more here in a healthy way. And ever since then, everything's been shifting better in my skull. Because in the car accident, it seemed to really push it in. So I had, you know, the sloping criminal brow. More like the car accident victim brow. And then, yeah, it fixed finally. So I'm feeling better, and the memories are coming back. See, I got my wristband here. It says I like milk. So I can remember my girlfriend from when I was a teenager that is going to be back in my life soon. I don't think I need to explain further. All right. Let's see here. Dancy time. Get the camera adjusted. I guess I don't need this audio here on, so I'll turn that off. I'll probably just dance and then be done. I don't know, depending upon how I feel. I'll probably be pretty tired, so. Oh, first I got one other thing. I got to rub the diclofenac cactus gel on my shoulders that hurt. Gotta get on my shoulders. And my neckarinos. Pocket full of money and I'm ready to go. I'm gonna love you like a fool, till you depreciate. Yeah. Probably too loud. Sorry. It's also hard to sing like a pipsqueak girl while rubbing cactus gel on your shoulders sitting. It's a lot easier standing and focusing. Keeps dropping into the more regular speaking octave. Crazy. Right now my voice is, I mean, if I really relax, it's a little lower, but it's still A little in the high range for a male. You know, I feel like I need some on my wrists right now, you know? Cactus power for my wrists, because they're growing. Yeah, get all ready. And I need some on my knees. Putting it down here. Alrighty. Oopsie. Bumping the microphone cord. Gotta put it on my ankles. I'll just show you how swollen my legs are in a second. It's pretty crazy. Alright, so if I can get it up here. You see? Here's my feet. Here's my socks where I pulled them down. Look at the slimming. See, it's that slim, and then look at the bulge out through here. You see that? I think the camera can pick it up. Let me see here. Yeah, it's pretty obvious, even on this crappy webcam. It's all super bulged up everywhere. I'm a bulgy bear. I can't help it. And you know what did it? Breaking the sex toy. And my dick got all inflamed. Another guy put that on there too. He broke it, and yeah, then your dick gets all swollen, silly looking. It doesn't really hurt. You can still jack off, but like all the tissues that lead into certain areas of the thighs and belly, like they start flowing really hard, and then the whole skin tissue right under around the dick length, you know, it just swells up all the time. It looks ridiculous. I'm a swelly kind of guy though. Like I've gotten, you know, stung by all the worst spiders and gotten the snake bites of doom. And usually it's like just swells on that limb or part of the body, and then the rest of the body gets used to it and you adjust. Yep. Like, I'm like, geez, if I had more energies, I could also sing, but I doubt it. I should probably just dance to this song. I feel it in my bones. My bones need it for my boner energies. Gotta dance. Alright. I'll just do it like that so you can see what's playing for some reason. Alright. I gotta get ready first still. Alright. Is that good? Let's see here. Whoa. What's going on there? Okay, I'm confused. Is my live stream working? Yeah. It's behind, but it's working. Okay, so it frozoned on me. Well, doesn't seem to be resetting. Or is it just looking at something that bright? I don't know. Let's see here if we re-angle it. Alright, it froze up. Let me try to unplug it and replug it in. It probably won't work though. Let me just push the button on it. I think it overheated. This little critter overheated. Alright, that's fine. I'll just cool it off and then come back and do the dance. And like, I don't know, however long it takes to cool down. 20 minutes. I don't know. I can't exactly use it if it's overheating, so that's fine. I can break it up into different. The point is, in a little bit I'll be doing my dancing to this song. I'll stop here then.